More examples of our animals doing our work for us. So Tilly is in our front yard. You can see that she's like spreading fertilizer everywhere. And she's keeping everything trimmed down. We'll do like a quick mow after she's been in here just to make sure everything's the same height, but she has been able to get lots of forage from here. And then the chickens all go through. They go scratch up all her manure so that we don't have to spread anything. They make sure that that all gets spread out, and within like another week, no one will know that she was in here. They'll also pick through, find any seeds or anything. Come on, Tilly. And Tilly gets lots of great forage. Come on, girl. Come in, beautiful girl. So they're all working for us. And then I'm going to show you something else that was a big help. And this is an experiment. We have never grown a lot of pumpkins, like a pumpkin patch before. We just didn't have room to, and last year we didn't really do a garden. Ready, Tilly? Coming in to get milked? All right. Good girl. So this is our pasture that we did a video before how we use this as like a sacrifice lot with Tilly and her baby when she was down here before. And as you can see, there's lots coming in. We spread all the hay in here pretty heavy, and so this is where we brought her hay for her and her calf, and she pretty much stayed down here for a few months during the winter, and she fertilized a lot down here. She was in here all day yesterday and the day before grazing, so it's a little bit shorter. And there are some smaller bare patches, but you can see that there's definitely grass coming up through them. And then all of this has filled in really well. That patch is still there, but I know that it'll just make better soil, and this has been growing back really well. So this was an area that she came in here. She did a lot of fertilization. We spread some seeds, and then we fed her some seeds in with her grain. And you can see that through all this hay, we have a lot growing back. Lots of clover. We do have fescue, different types of clover. We also have some sunflowers coming up in a few areas, so it'll be interesting to see if they make it. But I'm just hoping that next year this is even better than this year. And Tilly was great at helping us to fertilize this area and make it a better pasture while she's getting a few mouthfuls and making her way to the barn. I'll show you what Sean's doing with the kids. Sorry for the roosters. We are overloaded on roosters right now, but there are so many. This is one of our compost areas, so we just clean out everything from the barn in here, and most of that's already been used. But just in case you've never seen a compost setup like this, you would put your first initial stuff that you're putting in your compost in this area, and then you want to turn your compost from time to time, so you would just flip it all into this one and then come back and take it from this one and flip it into this one. And by the time you get down here, usually you've got some nice broken down compost, and turning it more frequently allows it to get air and circulate and break down quicker. So this was our pig pen. Our pigs aren't here right now because they're doing work up in our other garden and prepping some garden spaces. We used this space when we raised our feeder pigs last year, and then we used it again when we got new pigs. And why can't you get tadpoles? We have tadpoles in the kitchen. You want to get more tadpoles? I know, honey. Okay, well, we already have some on the dining room table, so let's talk about that and figure out what the best thing to do is. But we can get some food for them. Do you want to feed them some lettuce later? The tadpoles in the dining room? I know, there's tadpoles everywhere. So this was our pig pen, and our pigs came in here again. It was very overgrown with weeds, and we let them come through here and eat it all up and really get it tilled up. And so I would not say that like this is the best pasture area, but it is very fertile. And one of the reasons we built the pig pen here is so that they would help us to compact this little pond that we have. And so the last pigs we had really did a great job of compacting our pond and helping it to hold more water. The kids are loving that there's a million tadpoles in here, lots of frogs. And Sean and Joseph, we decided, oh, they might like that. We'll see if they'll like to eat that or not. They probably would like some of this green stuff, but you have to get that with Dad because I don't want you hanging over the side of the pond. So ask Daddy if he'll get you some algae. Okay. So anyhow, we had long planned to use this for one of Joseph's projects. Joseph, you want to tell us what you're doing in this area?
We're planting pumpkins, but right now we're planting sprouts.
Okay.
Because, like, to get the money, and you can see that that's pumpkin, that's pumpkin, that's pumpkin.
Here, talk into the camera because it's hard to hear you when you talk that direction.
And that's pumpkin, and we were planting them in this pond because we want to not water them and they come down here a lot. But also when they're done, I wanted to start the farmer's market and sell pumpkins.
So what did you plant with your pumpkins? What did you put in your pumpkin hole?
Pumpkin bags, and like if you.
So what are the pumpkin bags? What were in the pumpkin bags?
Well, you could put eggshells and peels from any of your things.
So food scraps. So anything you would put in your compost, you made bags of, right?
Oh, and also you could put in coffee filters.
Coffee filters, coffee grounds, eggshells, food scraps, like organic food scraps, like veggies and stuff like that. So
But not candy.
no. And so he made these bags, like we just would have like sandwich bags left over. He'd fill them up with compost stuff, and he saved them all and he called them his pumpkin bags. And then when you dug your hole for your pumpkins, right, then you put them in the hole. And then we had gotten these pumpkin starts from one of our neighbors that grows plant starts, and so he knew Joseph wanted to grow pumpkins, so he got some started for him. But he's going to be doing seeds and pumpkins and some other parts of the farm too, right, Joe? So you gave him some space. So show me where they all are.
Okay, so there's one right here, one right there, one right there, one right there.
Here. And then there's two here.
But we're going to be planting that one.
Oh, yes.
There.
So see the bags. And then he's planting this one over on the other side. So this is like his start of his pumpkin patch. And we also had, like, whenever we had like an animal die, like a chicken or something, Sean would bury it knowing that he was going to be planting pumpkins here, just to get the whole organic life starting in the area where Joseph was growing his pumpkin patch, right?
Right. Also, people that like pie pumpkins go to the farmer's market. I'm gonna be selling some.
Well, these are not pie pumpkins,
These are jack-o'-lantern pumpkins.
But you're gonna do sugar baby pie pumpkins too, right?
These.
Yes. So you're gonna.
And if you want to grow them yourself, Look at this clip.
Okay. Okay. Okay, buddy. All right, so pie pumpkins, these are the sweet sugar baby?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go see if you can plant this one. Can you show us how you do it? Okay. Is it ready for you?
Also, you could use these crates to grow pie pumpkin starts.
Yes, but that one we have to return to our neighbor. And this one, the black one. I know. Sorry, bud. Anyhow, so we're kind of dual purposing this. Our pigs aren't in here right now, but they did a great job making this super fertile. And we're hoping, because there's a little bit more protection from the other livestock, that this is a good space for him to plant his pumpkins. And Mary's all upset because there's a million tadpoles everywhere. There's just a few of them. There's some here. They're all out there in that area. And there's tons and tons of them in our pond. Tilly's not getting the memo that it's time to milk. She just thinks it's eating time. Okay, I'm coming to do a video of you planting your pumpkin. Oh, we're doing this one outside? Oh, okay. So how come we're doing it here instead of inside this area? Is it just an experiment to see how it does?
Yeah, because we have that water coming down.
Oh, that's right. There's a lot of water coming from down here into this space. So the thought is that this will stay hydrated. But what about the grass? Are you concerned the grass will...
Well, not really.
Okay, so Joe, you're going to come in and make sure like we get this grass kept away from your pumpkins?
No.
All right, well, we're learning. What did you put in the bottom of this one? Did you put any?
Just some compost.
Okay. Compost. Are you excited?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you know how it goes.
How many days will we be doing the pie pumpkin video?
I don't know. We'll see. Can you say like, subscribe, and share?
Like, subscribe, and share.
To
Full and Family Farm. And also, tomorrow, we're going to be making a new video.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if we have time to plant those. All right. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.